Hello, everyone, and welcome to Talk Nerdy to Me,
Talking nerdy to me.
a
I
uh,
love it.
a podcast where we discuss all things that happen in the I don't
The
know,
nerdiverse.
in the nerdiverse. Yeah, in the nerdiverse, and we just talk about it here and shoot the shit. So
Yeah.
I'm Cam.
I'm James.
That's James. That guy right there is James. So yeah, we got a few things to talk about for sure. Just right off the bat, we were talking about The Mandalorian, the season
Yeah.
finale for season 3. What were your thoughts on the finale?
I thought the finale was excellent.
Yeah.
I think it's exactly what they wanted to execute with the show. And it's just like a culmination of like all the lore that they were building up. Kind of like, Jon Favreau's like dream of just spewing a bunch of Mandalorian lore and Star Wars lore.
Yeah.
I thought it was exciting and like I just thought the scale of it was great too.
Oh yeah, definitely. It was a. It looks like it was a lot. They had a lot going on this season, um, from like just plot wise and just epic battles, backpacks,
Yeah.
jetpacks. Sorry,
Yeah,
jetpacks and
lots of
lots of
jetpacks,
backpacks. Yeah, lots
lots
of.
of flamethrowers,
Oh
lots
yeah.
of was that grappling hooks,
Oh
just like
yeah. Oh
choking
yeah.
guys.
Yeah. No, it was great. I thought it was great. I really enjoyed seeing Din fight. He can actually fight, and
Yeah.
not just and then I started blasting like that, But that was cool. I also really enjoyed seeing the dark saber being destroyed. To tell you the truth,
You done with that MacGuffin?
I was so done with the dark saber. Like it was just one. It was
But
very pretty. I have to say
I
it was gorgeous.
yeah.
But
Now, what what were your favorite moments of this season?
favorite moments of this season.
I know you just said the dark saber getting crushed.
Yeah, I definitely liked the dark saber getting crushed. I felt that was a cool way to say, this chapter is over.
Yeah.
Mandalore is here and it's new, and we're going to solidify a different way to pick a ruler, or, who knows how they're going to evolve their ways of existing. But I did like that. I liked that. I don't even know. I like the fact that it seems like Grogu is starting to talk, which is cool. So it makes me think that next season, while Jaren and Grogu are traveling around, if Grogu's actually going to start picking up boards, and we're going to hear like his little squeaky voice, like talk like
Yeah, I
a
don't
2 or 3 year old.
I'm sure that'll be the climax of the end of the season. Like he'll since he doesn't speak, there'll be some big plot point where like he like yells like Mando.
Yeah, or something.
It's like,
Yeah,
oh, he could
something like
speak.
that. Yeah,
Because once
that'd
you give
be.
him a voice, you can't go back.
It's so cute.
You got to
So
be
so
very
cute.
careful about how he
Oh,
sounds.
for
You don't want him to
sure.
sound like Jar Jar Point Two, you know?
Yeah, no, definitely not. No, we don't want that. And I don't know. I don't even know what kind of voice he would have. Sure, he's all squeaky right now, but like for actual words, like I don't know. I don't want him to talk. I really don't want him to talk. Just
Yeah, I
squeal.
just
He's too
keep him as
cute.
is. Just
Too
like,
cute.
crawling around. I love okay, the one thing I love is like how they are embracing like the practical like effects, or at least like making it look like it's, you know, letting it be puppets.
Yeah.
Like watching like him walk around, and it just looks like it doesn't matter that it looks kind of like, like chintzy and analog. I think that adds like the charm to it, because that's the charm of the old ones. It's like,
Oh
and
yeah.
that's what everyone screamed about that, like for like the newer, like the sequel movie, like trilogy. But it was still like tons and tons of CGI.
Oh yeah.
I think you
Way
just
too
need
much.
yeah, I just thought like the blend of CGI in this season was really good,
Mm-hmm.
and like I liked just kind of like you could tell like it's guys in real suits, and like
Yeah.
they didn't
Yeah,
rely too
definitely.
much on like, I mean, there was tons of like gigantic CGI like aliens that like, oh, I'm gonna snatch Mandalorians out of the sky, you know, like
Yeah.
that's fine.
Yeah, no, that was fun. I really liked the just the whole battle like with the jetpacks and the Mandalorians versus the troopers with that with the suit and everything. I thought that was so cool.
Yeah.
And
I
it raises like some questions like wasn't Beskar supposed to be rare?
well, it's rare as long as it serves the plot, you know.
Right, or
Well, that's
maybe
why
with the destruction, with all the bombing that the planet took, maybe some mines
it,
opened
it
up
was it
out
was
of
enough.
nowhere.
It was enough to say it was cursed to let like not even like a bunch of like pirates or like smugglers or raiders would go down and steal Beskar, you know, even though
Right,
it's like super
right.
valuable.
Yeah, yeah. No, but that was cool. One thing that kind of like just made me little
Mm,
angry, a little angry,
anger, little anger.
just a smidge, just a small little anger. Um, I'm all for like girl power. I'm not saying whatsoever that this is the
Hmm.
case with Bo Katan, that she's like a superhero, like you know what I mean. What's the term? Mary Sue, whatever.
Oh, Mary
I'm not
Sue.
saying that at all. What I am saying is like she kind of took over a little bit, and
Yeah,
the whole thing with instead of just challenging Mando to like just an actual like combat, Mando's just like, oh, by the way, this technicality happened, so you get this. Congratulations. It's like you didn't actually like you didn't. Sure, you defeated the guy who defeated him, but in that moment, you know what I mean. Every time it's time for her to get the saber, it's given to her. That bothers me.
yeah. I felt like if they were gonna have that like written into the script like that, they
Go ahead, Brian.
he might as well have given it to her when she rescued him.
Yeah,
Because that would have been a good way to cap off. I think it was episode 3, the Mines of Mandalore.
yeah,
Like she saves him from that. Well, she saves him twice, really. The the techno creature that like captures him,
yeah.
and she uses the saber, and then she
Mhm.
saves him from drowning. Like
Mhm.
there should have been. That would have been a great way to cap off the episode, and then also just kind of like tidy that up because that's just I think maybe one of the weaker parts, which it just happens. Like I don't know, like plot needs to happen to kind of like pad out the episodes.
Oh, for sure.
So then like some episodes get a little too like in the weeds when they could
Yeah.
have just like tightened it up, and it's like there's things you could do to just make things just like impact well. But I think they pulled off enough big moments, and they also like leaving all the like the big action, like the super like satisfying cathartic action towards the end. I think really helps the season because I felt like the last season kind of started off like big and exciting, and then it kind of just slowly lost steam, and then. eh.
Mhm.
So I felt like this finale like really just kind of elevated this season over like the last one. Not to say, I guess people have gripes, but the second season was still good. But like this one, like crescendoed up.
Mhm. I do like it. I really did enjoy season 3. I did have a few gripes, with the whole Bo-Katan and Darksaber.
Yeah,
Um,
I
thank you,
think.
Gideon, for breaking it.
Yeah. How about
um,
how
I,
about
I, I
Moff
really,
Gideon?
I like
He,
Gideon. Gideon is such a cool villain, but I feel like the way he went out was sort of lame. Not in the way that like
well, yeah.
the fight was cool. I absolutely loved seeing Grogu use the Force to like move weapons out of the way. Like I was literally squealing on the couch out of
I thought like
happiness while this
that
was
was one of
happening.
the best sense of danger
Oh yeah,
Was when
definitely.
those
Those
three
Knights of Ren are just
yeah, the
they're
Knights
just
of Ren.
fucking scary. They're
Yeah, because it
scary.
was also like
Yeah.
it's because like he's still flopping around even though he's in like the robot. So it's just like it was fun watching him like actually use his skills to like dodge, and it's fun watching a puppet kind of run around.
Oh yeah. Yeah, definitely. No. That was cool. And did you did you get a feel that uh there could be some kind of like forceful shipping between Bo and Din or Jaren? Sorry,
Mhm.
Jaren. Do you
I know.
think Disney's gonna try to now kiss them or?
I don't know. I think if maybe they were testing the waters, but
Yeah.
I kind of felt like the same way I feel about like Mad Max and Furiosa in Mad Max Fury Road. Kind
Hmm.
of just like they're comrades in action, you know.
Right. Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, I don't ship him either. I was just wondering if you got that vibe because something I just read online. Some people were like, yes, and some were like,
Yeah.
why?
It's for
I'm more
maybe
on
on
the
my
why
Tumblr, maybe on
side.
my Tumblr and my
Oh yeah,
my fan art, you know.
yeah. Some oh god, fanfic. But so yeah, yeah. I liked it. I loved the Grogu on the robot IG-11 so much.
Yeah,
That
that
was
was actually
excellent. That was such a treat. That was a treat. It was excellent. The
yeah. I didn't
whole
even that's something I didn't even know I wanted.
I
With
know, yeah, you don't know you want it until like you see it on the screen and you're like, thank you. Thank you. No, I loved it. I thought that was great. That was great. But no, I'm excited to see what adventures they go on next because now they're supposed to be adventuring now that, you know, he's Tiny Grogu is an apprentice. So
yeah, I
would love to
like
see what happens.
the possibilities of like just doing more straightforward, like because he's like, hey, bounty hunting is my main thing, so
Yeah.
it's gonna be fun to just like watch, you know, a Mandalorian be a bounty hunter.
Oh yeah. It's gonna be fun. I'm excited. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a little more excited about Ahsoka, but I'm very excited about
I
this.
know. I've I was super hyped watching that trailer, and I mean, being a fan of like the Clone Wars show, like Ahsoka, you know, like all those people that watched Clone Wars, like Ahsoka
Oh
is such a
man, yeah, that was a treat. I watched a lot of Clone Wars when our twins were babies. I binged Clone Wars and I binged Rebels when they were babies, and rewatched a little bit when they were a little older. So they saw the preview and they saw Ahsoka and they're like, "Mom, it's Soka. Soka from the Star Wars cartoon." I'm like,
Ahsoka.
yes, yes. Good job. You remember half of her name. Congratulations. But yes, you are correct. So like we the three of us were so pumped to just sit on the couch and watch that trailer together, and it just looks so good, so
Yeah.
good. Thrawn. Oh, thank you. I'm so happy. It's gonna be great.
Now, as a Clone Wars fan, were you excited to hear like the battle droids like classic voice in episode 6?
Yes. It was
What
great.
are you doing here?
Yeah. I was expecting a Roger Roger, but it like
Roger.
nothing. I was like,
Oh, sir,
okay.
could you not kick? Oh no. Oh.
They're so I love those droids so much. I don't even know what they're called, but I love them. They're great. Fantastic. Um, but yeah. So
You know, I
what
was gonna say,
else?
so I I named this since is our first episode.
Uh-huh.
I named it in my notes, episode 1, The Phantom Dentist,
Phantom
for no
Dentist.
reason. I, you know,
That's
it's just self-loathing. I just want to punish myself. Like,
yes. Perfect. Oh man.
so what else have you been watching, Cam?
Well, oh my god.
What else have you been playing?
I have been playing more than watching right now.
Yeah.
I've been inhaling the Mage Seeker. I
Yeah.
love that game so much. For those watching, I reviewed it on App Trigger, and Riot really enjoyed my review. I'm very happy with that game. I absolutely love the Mage Seeker. It's perfect. It's literally like I love League. League is great. I do love League, but I've always wanted something with like you get to know the character a little bit more because all you do is you pick a champion, and then sure you have the backstories, you have the skins, you have the little videos every now and then, and all of that to kind of define the champion a little bit more. But with this, like, you play as Silas. Yeah, Brian's excited. Video games. um, we you play as Silas, and you literally see him, break out of prison, destroy a little bit of everything around him, and trying to like becoming a refugee and getting together with your with your new group that you make a base with and everything, and you grow your base together, you recruit mages, you get all your mages together, you have a war table, and you send them on missions, and then you pick some to go with you, and depending on what mage you choose, you make different combos based on what kind of magic they use. So, like, if I take this one mage that has, like, fire, the fire, oh my god, fire magic. That sounds
Yeah.
so lame coming out of my mouth. Fire magic.
Well, I mean, that's correct though.
So, if you take the fire, ooh, sorry, microphone, the fire mage guy, with you on the thing, you get like you do X, Y, and this, and it's fire with your chains, and it's a fire circle and all of this. And then if it's wind, it's like a cool wind power that happens when you do it. Like so, and all of that. And the story is really neat. It brings one of my favorite characters, one of my favorite champions, into the game, and she's perfection as usual. Um, it's it's a really good game. It's a limited open world too. So like if you're walking around, and like there's a little part where in the forest, little trees everywhere, you know, the road forks around, and you can go. There's different paths. Find some treasure here, find a stupid enemy to die 5 times to over there. And I'm not kidding about these enemies though. They go from zero to hero in 2 seconds. I died like 5 times to this stupid helmet dude. Like it was a helmet, and then there were hooks like next to him, and I had to figure out how to like swing my hooks and attach and pull myself to the thing before his like sound wave hit me, and then I had to jump back and like hit it and hit it with magic that like is opposite of what he is right now. So like fire or ice for him. It was a fucking mess. I died 5 times, and I was raging by the time I beat it. I saved it and was like, done. Goodbye.
So you went into rage mode, and then you were able to beat it.
I was able to beat it. I'm always angry. That's my secret. And if when it comes out, it's great. I accomplished a lot.
Nice.
But no, so Mage Seeker is fantastic. Mwah, mwah, mwah. I absolutely love it. I 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 love it.
Yes.
I love it. Anyway, um, Strayed Lights comes out tomorrow.
Yeah?
Strayed Lights is beautiful. It's a beautiful game by Embers Games. Um, they're European. I forget. Oh no, I think they're French. I think. I'm sorry if I got it wrong. Anyway, they
Yeah, gotta be very careful.
yes,
What
very
region.
careful, very careful, very careful. But I did meet with the guys over from Embers Games at PAX East back in March. I had a little bit of an interview with them, and got to play the game. Got to actually play the game a little early, and just experience it. And it's so beautiful. It's a little bit like Ori, um, and it also gives you Shadow of the Colossus feels a little bit.
Oh yeah, I'm
I
looking
love
at
Shadow of the
some.
Colossus. But
No, I've never. Yeah.
It's great. It's fun, and I like the battle system. Looking at it, you're gonna be like, holy shit! Like, how am I supposed to remember all this? But like, you have to match the color that the giant creature flashes or hits you with for you to block in like their attacks. And then once you block a few, like there's a bar that fills up and you do like an overdrive type thing, or you can like scratch at them and stuff. But it's pretty cool. There's no dialogue, but
Oh,
it's
that's
a
good.
very expressive game. It's a very expressive game, and it's stunning. The graphics are beautiful, absolutely beautiful. But it
Yeah,
comes
we're
out
definitely gonna stream.
tomorrow. Comes out tomorrow.
Sweet, I'm
Um,
definitely gonna check it out.
Speaking of Star Wars, Jedi Survivor comes out Friday. Either of you interested in that? Yes, definitely. I have read nothing about it on purpose because I want to experience it for myself. I want to know nothing about it.
That's fine.
I want it to corrupt me itself. No, I just want to have my own opinion about it.
I I think one of my favorite moments from the first game is when you're fighting Darth Vader at the end, and the character that Deborah Wilson plays, she pops up, and Darth Vader just like uses the Force to just throw her off the side of the.
Yeah.
It's just like crazy. That's my
Yeah.
favorite Darth Vader move. Just
That's great. Oh, Darth
throw
Vader
you out
has
of the way.
become a badass. I love him in Kenobi, like just killing everyone on that
That,
little
that was the most
outpost.
refreshing, the refreshing thing about that show is like, oh,
Yes, King.
Darth
Yeah,
Vader is scary,
yeah.
and they're actually showing it.
Mhm. Mhm. I I love that scary Darth Vader. That's what he's supposed to be. You know.
Yeah,
So.
I just love like when you every time I watch A New Hope, it's just like it is kind of shocking. It's like, oh yeah, he's just strangling that guy to death.
No biggie. Oh no, it's Rich. Hello, Rich.
Rich.
Oh. Oh no. Oh dear, we are in trouble. Oh, that's what Mr. Filch from Harry Potter. Who says that? Isn't it? I think it is. Speaking of Harry Potter, gee, they're making a show. HBO's making a freaking Harry Potter show. 10-year
Yeah,
commitment.
10-year commitment.
10-year commitment.
Gotta
Why?
get in. Gotta get
Why?
in while the stock's low.
It's ridiculous. I mean, I'm probably going to watch it.
Oh yeah.
Probably. And I'm going to probably criticize it a lot.
Yeah.
Probably. Probably. But
It's like they were saying like they were promising like bringing back the actors, but probably just like recast them.
I, they can't play 11-year-olds anymore. Come on,
Well, with
they're our
computers.
age. Yeah, like Hayden Christensen was supposed to look super young in Kenobi during that
Yeah,
flashback scene with Obi-Wan. No, thank you.
Master.
No, thank you. No, thank you. I forgot what we were talking about. What was I?
Oh, we
What
were
was
just
I? No, thank youing.
no thank you to
Oh, Harry Potter. There we go. Harry
yeah.
Potter being remade. That's what it was. That's what it was. That's
Yeah,
what
I
it
don't know.
was.
I think it's way too soon. Even though when was the last movie? It came out like
Oh shit. Deathly Hallows came out. Google, my friend.
Google.
2000 and no, just kidding. Wait,
Oh,
almost got you. 2010.
so
Well,
okay.
part one
Okay.
came out in 2010. Part dos
Yeah, but you could wait a little bit longer.
came out in
It's like
2011. Yeah, I mean, shit. It's 12 years. That's ridiculous. I'm not excited about that. I'm not excited about a lot of things. I'm not
well, you
excited about Rings of Power. Well, it's I mixed feelings about Rings of Power, but
yeah.
you know,
Well, it's like if you haven't been what is that saying? You haven't How can I miss you if you just haven't gotten out of my life yet? God damn it.
What?
It's like, yeah, you can't miss something if
Oh,
it's been here. Like,
I get it. I understand. Yeah, it hasn't been gone long enough for anyone to miss it or like
yeah.
need to be remade. Yeah.
You remember those days when like you were just so thankful that oh my God, like they're making a Spider-Man movie.
Yeah.
Spider-Man's gonna be in a movie, and now
Yeah.
he's in every movie. And
Can't
now we're
miss you
getting
till you're gone. That's what it
there.
is. Can't miss you till you're gone.
You could tell, we're
Good job.
running on high octane gas tonight.
We are? I missed the memo.
Yeah,
Damn. I'm just kidding. No, I just have a tiny glass of wine.
you're good.
Um, what else? Oh, so they announced some of the casting for House of the Dragon today.
Yes.
Uh-uh. I'm gonna be nice. I'm gonna be nice.
You should be.
I'm going to be nice.
You don't know how these
I don't know. You're absolutely correct. Anyway, so they have announced some people. I She does not look like an Alice. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. I'm sure Gil is going to do absolutely great. I cannot wait to see her portrayal of Alice, but she is my favorite person other than Amond in that entire story.
I mean, you have high
I
expectations.
do.
And you have a picture
I
of her in your
do.
mind.
I do. I do. Hello, Ernesto. I do. I do. Ernesto is the awesome photographer that went to the Game of Thrones convention with me in December.
Oh,
And we
sweet.
got some sweet pictures and sweet videos of questions being asked.
You have the
It
whole
was, it
footage
was great.
of Hodor's DJ set, right?
Yes. Oh my God. I love him. I love Christian Nairn. Oh, I love his music. I love his music. It's great. But yeah. So anyway, Demon Slayer.
Oh, yeah.
I need to get on that
I won't
ASAP.
even say any
Don't
any
do
spoilers for
not.
you. I know how
I
much you
I
want to.
my fist will go in and like out your. I muted myself out of anger. I'm just kidding.
You're on rage mode.
No. But yeah, no. So I definitely need to watch. You said there's 2 episodes out, right?
2 episodes out right now. The first episode's an hour long.
Do they non can you non spoilerily tell me what the arc is about?
Well, Tanjiro, like obviously, he cracked his sword,
Yeah.
and he's gonna wake up from his coma after because the battle exhausted him to the point of being in a coma for 2 months.
Oh
But
yes.
he's going to the swordsmith village so he can get a
Oh,
new
that's
sword.
right. That's right. That's right. That's right. That's right. Brian says that we should check out Hell's Paradise.
Hell's
It's a
Paradise.
really good anime airing right now. Okay, I'll check it out definitely. Put it on the list. Oh, did you watch Death Parade yet? Old
I
anime, but
watched
did you watch? Oh yeah, you're the
I
one who.
watched a good amount. I watched a couple episodes of
Okay.
that.
Best theme song ever. But
Pretty good. It's
pretty good.
pretty good.
Pretty good. Pretty good. Pretty good.
I mean, it's no One Piece season one.
Sorry, sir. Bleach. Season 1 opening is amazing.
Mwah, mwah, mm.
It's so cool. So Rick speaks Japanese and he can sing all of those songs and it's so cool.
He serenades you.
I'm every time he starts singing, I'm like, keep singing. Death Parade does have a banger opener. Hell yes. Cheers. Um, any news of Jujutsu Kaisen season 2 yet?
No.
Because
Where?
Zero came out, and I think I went. Was it last year? It was last year.
Yeah.
Yeah, Zero came out last year. Um. Well, hopefully there'll be some
It
news
says
around there, or
the
maybe I
real.
just didn't see it. Hmm?
It says season 2 releases July 6th, which is my birthday.
Oh ho! Happy
So
birthday!
that's something. Yeah, it's a good present for me.
Happy birthday! I got the
I
season
got.
finale of The Mandalorian, and you get Jujutsu Kaisen season 2.
Yeah, there you go.
It's perfect. Yes, the Mandalorian season finale was on my birthday, and it was beautiful. JK season 2 is airing in July. Oh, cool. Perfect. I'm very excited about Jujutsu Kaisen. I'm trying to think. I am just so
So,
tired. My brain is
and
just
then
like a whirlwind of reviews.
there's so much content
Oh
out
my
there,
god.
and people yell at you when you say you didn't see the 1 out of 1,000th show that's premiering.
Right. So sorry I missed that.
Yeah. Now, I know I told you about this anime, but have you seen any of Blue Lock yet?
No, I have not. I haven't had a chance. I haven't even seen um Spy Family season 2
Oh,
yet.
oh, geez.
I know. I am so behind. I am so behind. So behind. This is my goal. I have a couple games to review. I have a VR game to play and review, and I have another game that escapes my mind right now. And I have so much stuff to watch. Demon Slayer, Spy Family, all that stuff. Um, what else have we heard? What are you playing right now or watching? Since you know that
So,
you asked me half an hour ago, and that was my answer.
yeah, a
Perfect.
whole
Thanks,
pile of
Ryan.
stuff. So I've been playing a board game that I got into like a little while ago, and it's called Root.
Yes, tell us all about Root.
It's an asymmetrical war game
It's a
set
what?
in.
I'm just kidding.
So it's set in like a fantasy like woodland like area
Uh huh.
with tons of like creatures which make up the forest, and they battle for supremacy
Mhm.
of the forest. And you get to play as a distinct faction against all of your friends who choose a distinct faction, and all of them have different ways to score points and win the game. So
Okay.
you so you get to play with these little
Oh my god, that's
pieces.
so cute.
So this is a little mouse and this is a little mole.
That is adorable. Oh my
Yeah,
god, can
it's
you imagine if they 3D print those little meeple thingies? If they have the 3D printed like little moles?
oh yeah.
Oh my god, I'm gonna have to
Now,
get those before I get the game.
yeah. Well, this game is great for like people like if you like collecting board games. This is a very, very satisfying like board game to buy because these pieces are beautiful. The artwork is great. Now, if you like making your friends angry, it's also a great game to get.
Oh no.
Very.
Oh no.
This is a game because like I love games where you like you deep dive and there's lots of rules, but once you learn them and you have your play group that you play with a lot, you it's all consuming at points.
Oh man, I think I'd get too angry. I don't know.
Well,
I
no,
don't do well with competitive. I'm too competitive.
oh no, it'll be perfect. I'd love to see you. This is actually footage of Cam you playing.
Yes, that is actually me.
She's always
Just
angry. Oh,
raging. That is actually me right
drop it.
there. um, that's awesome.
Yeah, yeah. I just got my cousin into the game, and he already
Oh,
bought like most of the expansions.
Oh,
we
that's
had
awesome.
we had a root party where we had like two games going because I had all the expansions and the base game, and then he did. So we played like 4 games in one day.
Oh, wow. That's awesome. I love it when it's just like it just turns into a day where you just play the game over and over and over. We
Oh
did
yeah,
that with the Firefly board game before. That's a fun one. We have every single expansion for that one too.
man, yeah,
Um,
expansions.
we grabbed a couple fun games at PAX um, last month. Uh, we
Is it
got
ones you've tried yet?
yeah.
Did you
We got Dice Throne,
Dice
and that
Town?
game is so much fun. And what's even better is we simplified it so our kids can play. They're 6 years old. They're the twins, and they always want to play every game that we play. Always want to, they already have their own D&D campaign and everything. So we're like, you know what? Let's just teach them how to do this. And we just took the cards away. They're playing with what's on the board. Like you roll your dice, and whatever symbols you get, you have to match it to a certain card on your board. If it matches, you do whatever it says that you do. And you get like 2 rerolls. Um, and then you also have like cards that you can play off your hand too, with those symbols as well. And like you block like attacks and everything with die rolls as well. It's a lot of fun. Um, it's a little bit, in my opinion, it the only reason like Rick and I played a game, and I feel like the only reason he won was because he went first. Because I was playing Scarlet Witch, obviously.
Yeah.
I was playing Scarlet Witch, and he was playing Doctor Strange. And we were doing the same amount of damage each turn to each other. And you start at 50. So, you keep doing 8, 8, 8, 8. And I'm like, you're going to win. And it's literally because you went first. Like, that's annoying. But,
Yeah.
it just, whatever. It's a fun game, though. It's fun. It's cute. Easy to learn. It's super cool. What else did we get there? We got the City of the Great Machine. I think that's what it's called. Oh god, I can't type. Yeah, City of the Great Machine. Rick said it was kind of like a BioShock kind of like of game ish.
Oh,
Same
that's cool.
vibe. So I got it for him. Um,
Yeah, me and the wife love BioShock.
BioShock is awesome. I also love BioShock. There's supposed to be a series coming out. Somebody's making
Yeah.
it into a show.
Apparently Netflix
God,
is
they're doing
scooping up
Gears
that.
of War. They're doing
Oh my God,
BioShock.
Gears of War. How do you do Gears of War? I forgot like Halo was a show.
I don't think Marcus is very happy about this. How do you feel about it, Marcus? Talk in the microphone. It's my I can finally put my baby out in the open. I have room for him. Okay, anyway.
Your other
Wait.
child.
My what?
Your
Yeah,
other child.
my other child with a chainsaw on a gun,
Brian's playing Resident Evil
Village.
Village. A
Didn't
lot
they
better
just
than I
come out with a
expected.
DLC for it?
Oh, did they?
I think they did.
I know people are,
Is
they're
Dimitrescu, is that how you say her name? Hot mama woman who like stole
yeah,
my
I think
heart. Mommy,
yeah,
what is her name?
a lot of emotions when she came out. A lot of people were
Yeah. Oh,
all up in their fields when she came out.
she is called
She's
Big Lady.
big lady.
Big Lady. She's beautiful. I heard like
Yeah.
she was back or something. I don't know.
Oh man,
I only hear things.
she should have her own game.
I would play 110% with
Yeah, next time I'll wear my my cosplay as her,
Yes.
my famous cosplay.
Do it. Do it. I love it. Do it. Yes. Speaking of cosplay, I decided that I am going to actually invest in a good Scarlet Witch cosplay and just keep up with it.
You gonna go classic pink outfit
No,
looking
no,
shirt?
no, 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 no. I love her in Multiverse of Madness.
Okay, yeah.
I love that. I love that look. She's so cool. And I haven't like cosplayed in a really long time, so it's time to come
Yeah.
back. It's time. But what else? Are you playing anything else other than Root?
The other
Root?
thing I've been playing, which I just got into, is the Digimon trading card game.
Oh my god. The
I
Digimon.
I'm in
That's
the
awesome.
nostalgia bug just bit me hard for Digimon. I used to watch it as a kid. Obviously, I would consume anything that was like adjacent to Pokemon, which it's crazy because like Digimon is it's a weird thing because it's more related to like Tamagotchi, and that was like the origin
Right.
of Digimon. They were like, we want to make a version that is for boys, and that's what Digimon was. And then the marketing, obviously, when like they were making the show and all that stuff in the game, it was like, well, we'll lean towards Pokemon because that's crazy, crazy popular.
Yeah.
And it's such a weird thing because like you get like, well, in the original one you get like one Digimon to raise, and in like there's the newer version, Next World Order, you get two Digimon, and you just constantly just keep like raising them so that they, you train them and they digivolve, but then they die and then they get reborn as
Oh,
eggs. So you have to deal with that. Like I guess you're teaching kids about, death and
that's
everything.
so cute. Yeah. Oh, that reminds me. Jeez. Do you ever have a Dreamcast?
No, no.
Oh, jeez. Okay, so I wanted a PlayStation, ended up getting a Dreamcast instead. Thanks, Mom and Dad. So I got Sonic Adventures, and
Yeah,
they
the
had
chows.
the chows, but they had the VMUs that had the screen on it, and you can put a
Yeah,
chow in there, and you could take it out as a virtual pet. So my sister and I had like 5 of these at a time, and we just
that's
walked
awesome.
around like my babies, like try to feed them fruit while we're walking, and we break them. Anyway, that just reminded me of a squirrel. All right, your turn.
Yeah,
Keep
squirrel.
going. Keep going.
Yeah. So the trading card game is it's by Bandai and it's very similar to the Dragon Ball Z one.
Oh, cool.
And like it's pretty easy to like kind of pick up. And also it's like what what I like about it is like right now it's pretty cheap to get into.
Mhm.
Because most of the starter decks are dirt cheap. Most
Mhm.
of the singles are dirt cheap. It all the meta decks are like at a pretty decent level. Like if you wanted to get like more of like the tier 1 decks, you probably spend like maybe around 100 or 200 depending. I mean, you could also get like the decked out alternate art like German version of like Black War Greymon.
Mhm.
And it's just like you need like sunglasses to look at the cards because they're just like so shiny and blinged out.
Oh my god. That's
And then
awesome.
you got your like, custom playmat with whatever dirty image, which I won't even
My god.
won't
There's
get into
some
that.
good ones though.
Yeah, yeah. But
I forget the name
yeah.
of the two magic card ladies, but they
Oh
were just
man.
beautiful, and they
Oh,
were
Chandra, and
yeah,
Nisa.
yes. I
See,
allow it. I allow
yeah.
that. I allow it.
I'm more of a Liliana kind of guy.
Okay, okay, okay. I don't know anybody by heart, but I do know that one lady that they look just like. My
Oh
friend,
yeah, you
my
got the
friend got
card.
me that card. Oh, where is that card? Where is my card, James?
Uh,
It's not by the
it's not on the
beholder.
mantle.
It's not on the
It's not. It's
mantle.
it's not in the den.
It's not on the den. It's not on the beholder.
Is the card called Cam the Rageful?
No.
Cam the Hangry?
Sarah Liliana Cassandra. Okay. Sarah Liliana Cassandra. Okay. Okay.
Oh wow.
Um, I don't know where it is. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I'll remember her name for next time. But she looks really cool. You know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna look it up. It's okay. It's okay. I got this. I'm very
I
resourceful.
know. I know you're gonna get back into Magic the Gathering when they do the Lord of the Rings set.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely, definitely. I will endure and learn how to play.
Mm-hmm. You're gonna get the Schmeagol deck.
Probably. Well, are they gonna have a Nazgul one? Well, I imagine they're just gonna
Oh,
have like a
probably.
whole.
Of course.
Give me the
They're gonna have
Nazgul.
everybody.
Give me the
They made
precious.
Tom Bombadil.
Give me the precious. Give me the
My
precious.
my precious Tom Bombadil card. You
Yeah.
know, it's so annoying that he's not in the movie. He's so important in the first book.
Ay, 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 ay. uh, I'm almost there. Give me 2 seconds. I'm gonna find out what card this is. Come on, Facebook. Don't leave me. Don't let me down like this. Not like this.
So I'm gonna have to keep my eye out for Dune Part 2 news.
Yes.
That's what I'm really excited
Do
for.
we have any at all so far? Or
No,
I haven't heard
no.
anything. They've been quiet.
Nothing. They have it under wraps, but I'm so excited for Florence Pugh
She's
and Austin
awesome.
Butler and
She is.
Christopher Walken. Christopher Walken,
Who's he playing?
the Emperor.
You're fucking kidding me.
No.
Oh, that's so cool. I didn't know that. That is so cool.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. I did not know that.
It's yeah. Oh man, my Arrakis, my Dune.
I love the Harkonnen. I'm sorry. I think they're cool.
It's fine. You're evil.
Oh, obviously. Come on. I like the Sith. I don't know. I don't know. I
like the
always just
outfits,
feel
you
more
know.
drawn to villains. I hate heroes. What?
Well, I'm turning into the
Thanks,
Baron.
You're
Slowly
turning. No,
in
you
my-
are not turning into the Baron. How dare you? That's terrible.
Well, pretty soon a couple more pizzas, and I'll need the
Oh my god.
little things that levitate me, so I don't have to
Terrible.
use my little legs.
Terrible. 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 My gosh. Oh. I'm trying to think. I don't know if we have any news about anything else. Trying to think. Adam Driver might play Reed Richards.
I'm very excited about that.
Fun
I was
fact.
when everyone was saying that John Krasinski should play him, I was just like, I was getting like
The
little shivers.
heebie-jeebies.
Like I was like, I don't know about that, and that was like one of my favorite parts of Doctor Strange 2 is when he turned into ribbons.
Yes. I did enjoy that too. That was very aesthetically pleasing. But I forgot what I was saying.
So we also have Secret Invasion coming up.
Yes. We have Kira is going to be in this. Emilia Clarke.
Sweet.
Wait, not Kira. Sorry, that's Star Wars. Just kidding. Wow.
Well,
Wow, it's also Disney, different franchise.
Yeah.
Sorry. Anyway, Emilia Clarke is going to be in Secret Wars. I don't know what she's playing though. I'm excited to see her in something again though. She's a really good actress.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm just looking forward to everything coming out. Guardians is coming out in a few what?
I'm
A couple weeks?
excited.
A week or two?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's insane.
I'm
I
excited
have a
for
ticket
Adam
for it.
Warlock. You have a ticket already?
Yeah, for the 4th.
Of course
Of
you
course,
do.
I'm gonna go watch it on the Star Wars day. But yeah, I'm gonna go watch it, and I'm excited. I gotta rewatch it. Rewatch the first two again. I like to rewatch things religiously before I watch a
Yeah.
sequel. Oh,
Yeah, I know sometimes things go out of the brain.
oh yeah.
I gotta rewatch to, get a little refreshed.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. For sure.
Yeah, yeah. I love that. I love the first one. I'm a little like iffy on the second
I
one.
didn't like the second one.
Yeah, I just thought I didn't like the humor. It was a little too
I
pushed.
agree. I
Even though
agree.
there's like things I like in it. I love Mantis. I think she was probably one of the best additions to
She is
the
awesome.
franchise. But yeah. But I am excited for this one because I like the Marvel Cosmic stuff. I'm Silver Surfer guy.
Yeah.
I'm it's like, oh, I'm back to like being excited for like these random characters that nobody cares about or knows about.
Right.
Like Adam Warlock. It's like, oh God, Adam
Yeah.
Warlock. I can't wait.
Yeah. Yeah. That's awesome. The best soundtracks. You are correct. The soundtracks for the Guardians movies are always really, really, really good. Really
I think Brandy's been stuck in my head since that movie.
good.
Oh, Mr. Bender, you're a fine girl.
That song reminds me of Charlie's Angels.
Did it, did it, did it,
I
did it.
forget which one of them. I think it was Drew Barrymore's character was like on a boat
Oh,
with
probably.
her partner. I don't
It's
remember,
been a
but
while. Been a while
it's
since
been a while. I've watched that movie. I think it's been like 100 times. I used to love that movie.
you know,
Um,
Drew Barrymore she's America's sweetheart.
yeah, no, but Lucy Liu though.
Oh well, the Lou.
The Liu, the Liu. She's beautiful. Um, are you reading anything?
Me?
Yes. No, the cute dragon on top of your head.
Oh yeah. What have I been reading? Well, I started rereading Do Androids Dream of Electric Sheep?
I've never heard of that. What is that?
Well, that's the book that Blade Runner was based off of
Oh,
by Philip K. Dick.
okay.
It's yeah, I've been trying to dip back into like Philip K. Dick books and like the movies based off of his stuff. I just rewatched Total Recall.
Oh, that's
Is
cool.
Yeah, it's just that's a classic. I'm gonna rewatch. That's on my list. My queue is Minority Report, and maybe Scanner Darkly. Yeah, Philip K. Yeah, I love because there's something about his stuff is like there's all these like crazy like goofy stuff that happens like in his
Mm-hmm.
books where it's like that's a little crazy, but it's like it's not too far fetched from like what we do now. Like
Mm-hmm.
there's one book where like a guy like you need money to get out of your apartment to actually like open up your door. You need like a quarter. It's
Oh,
just like my
wow.
it's like you need to just like constantly like buy things to like
Oh my goodness. It's cool.
it's like silly things like that. Or
That's
like in Do Androids Dream of Electric Sheep is like it's called that because he actually has like an electric sheep because his sheep died.
Oh
Because
no.
like what happened was like so there's like this big event that like caused like a lot of like Earth's population to die and like like most of the animals. So like actual like living animals are are very like valuable, very scarce. So
Mm-hmm.
you get like a social standing for having like a really cool animal.
Mm-hmm.
It's like his like neighbor has a horse and he's like jealous of him. He's like, "Hey, he's got a horse." And then like you have to like he's pretending like he has an android sheep, so he's like pretending that it's real, and then like it's set up to make other people think that it's a real sheep. Because if
Yeah.
they found out, it's like he just has an electric sheep,
Yeah.
and it's just like crazy thing. It's just like he values like, and that's why he goes out to Blade Run because he's like I gotta get money so I can buy a real like a like a real animal, like a goat. So he
Oh
gets a
my
goat at
god.
one point, and then
That's
and
awesome.
then they have like this like machine that like you type in, you pretty much like you set up when you're gonna feel like happy or like depressed. Like it's called a mood organ, and
Oh
it
my
sets up like,
god. I
and it's
need one
like,
of those in my life.
yeah, yeah. Well, his wife in the beginning, it's like, yeah, I put in like 2.5 hours of like depression just to, feel something, you know, just feel something
Wow.
different.
Just to feel
It's like
something
it's
different.
real, it's like it's real, just like out there stuff, but it all kind of like blends into the theme of like it's all about what it's about empathy and like
Hmm.
can like do humans like like their level of empathy, especially like facing like a grim future like this where
Yeah. Yeah.
it's deep stuff, Cam.
Deep stuff.
Deep s-
Deep stuff.
deep stuff.
I like deep stuff like that. I was just remembering. I don't know if it's a story that I made up or if it's a story I read somewhere. I don't know. Sometimes I'll just sit there and I'll literally just zone out and start thinking of like cool scenarios. They're usually sci fi. It usually has to do with either like something in space or something that's like altered carbon kind of reality. First season only. First season.
Just first season.
Just the first season.
I look here. I
Just the
only have
first
first
season.
season
Okay.
ideas. I have first season ideas. That's how
Just
good
first
my
season
ideas are.
ideas. Yes. Anyway, that show makes me sad. Anyway, so it's always like in that kind of setting, and it was like about like you have to sit in this pod and like that's where you work for like X amount of hours or something. I don't know. I wrote it all down. Like I'll think about it and I'm like I need to write this down before I forget because I forget it in like 2 seconds. And then I go back into it and I have this little like thing where I just expand on it and just make little tiny stories. But they're all sci-fi. So I don't know where I was going with that, but you can take that information and interpret it.
I think you just got, well, you have Star Wars on the mind, of course.
Oh yeah.
Do you have any like last thoughts about like The Mandalorian or like where Star Wars is going in general?
Cautiously optimistic,
Yeah.
but hard on the optimistic. I
Yeah.
am tired of hearing people complaining. I'm not saying it's perfect. It's not
No.
perfect at all. It's absolutely not perfect. It's honestly at a point where I never thought Star Wars would go. Um,
Yeah.
they kind of at some there's different like different faces of it that are like shown through Disney. You have the cutesy and the silly, and then you have like the serious, like Andor and Rogue One, and then you
Yeah.
have things that just mooch off the Skywalker like saga that needs to end and is thankfully ending soon. Hopefully, please move on to a different
Well,
timeline. But
I I mean I feel like I think Andor
Andor is
is like a
beautiful.
giant like step in the right direction. I think there was a lot of like refreshing things, like, well, starting with like Obi-Wan, I thought there were some pretty good moments and good ideas. Not 100% perfect.
They weren't
None of them
executed
are.
right. They weren't
Yeah.
executed correctly.
No, but there were some things that like it's these moments where you're like, "Oh yeah, that is the thing I like about Star Wars." And sometimes they nail it. And like I feel like even this season of Mandalorian, I think, was the way it was structured, the way it just kind of was, it was pretty self-contained to this like 8 episode run, which was great. And I'm actually, yeah, I'm pretty excited to see like what they do with the next one. And it doesn't need to be this like over the top event, and like we're past like the whole like, well, it needs to be super amazing because we haven't had Star Wars in so long.
Right. Yeah, we're definitely past that.
Finally, and like now we're getting like the crackback of like, okay, I was fatigued by this. I was kind of sick of what they were doing, but now I feel like I'm excited for like a new direction and just to kind of just just sit back, relax, and just kind of enjoy it, you know?
Yeah, no, I definitely hear that. I'm excited to see where it's going. I'm excited that we're gonna get to see characters that once Disney came in, and said we're redoing canon, and all of that, and nothing else counts or something like that.
Yeah, that
Um,
the whole thing is like a little too much.
yeah,
It's like
that was
a little too
annoying.
controlling. Yeah,
Yeah. But to see that they are actually like
they threw the
they
spaghetti on the
bringing it
wall,
back. Yeah, like
and now they're
Thrawn is
seeing
coming
what's
back.
stuck.
Yeah. And like Thrawn is coming back, and you have like everything that kind of trickled out of Rebels coming into play, and then you have Clone Wars, like yeah,
Yeah, I mean, making
Clone
Dave
Wars based
Filoni,
things. Yeah,
yeah, like I I think like having him kind of like he's the TV guy. Really just let him like he built so much like lore
yeah,
for Star Wars that people love, and just like it might have gone I feel like maybe a little too like it's crazy that we had like Cad Bane was in Book of Boba Fett. Like that's absurd.
yeah,
It's crazy.
yeah. No, I agree with you. It's I just I like to pretend the Book of Boba Fett didn't exist. I like
Yeah,
to
me too.
pretend it was a side season of the Mandalorian. It was we didn't need it. Make that
Yeah,
a movie. They could have made a movie and been done with it.
I feel like my whole opinion about that. I feel like they could have. I don't know what they were thinking with that, because he's a bounty hunter.
Yeah.
I wanted to like that's the show. Like you could have done something completely different and not like just be a prop for Mandalorian season 3. Like it was just
Right.
like propping up. There. It was just like a complete miss.
That was major fan service.
Yeah,
They
it's like
didn't need to bring Boba Fett back.
I think they're learning that that's not enough. Like like the Star Wars fans are smarter than that. Like they don't want the fan service. They get enough of it. They've gotten enough of it for so long.
Yeah.
That's not enough to like to patch up any like plot holes or just kind of like I don't know what to do with the story. Just have them, there's like a Wookiee from the comics and he gets to ride a Rancor. Like that's like so cool.
Yeah. I love Rancors. I want one.
They're cool,
Little
but like
baby.
I
So
did
cute.
I didn't need that as like the end set. You know what I mean? It's like
Yeah.
okay, I'd
Yeah.
rather have like an emotionally fulfilling character arc and or just like a cool like Boba Fett like teaming up. That I guess that's what I wanted. I'm just one of those Star Wars fans like, yo, you should just team up with Bosk and
Yeah.
Dangar.
Yeah.
That would have
Yeah.
been okay.
It would have been great. Why are you gonna stay on fucking Tatooine and piss off the Huts out of anything else?
Yeah, I didn't after you spent so much time in Tatooine, like even in
Yeah.
Mandalorian.
Just get out of there. Go somewhere else.
Yeah,
There are other
just
planets out there, Disney.
yeah, you have a swamp planet, Dagobah. You got
Yeah, Dagobah.
Hoth.
Yeah.
You got a resort planet, right? Go to
Yeah.
the resort planet right now.
Mhm. 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 Mhm.
Casino. You go to the casino.
No,
Everyone's
I'm
favorite part.
so
Everyone.
no. I am so over casinos and cantinas just for fan service reasons. They're cute though. Oh, I don't want to sound like I'm a hater. I'm not a hater.
Well,
I
sometime.
really do like how it's developing. Like Star Wars is finding its own identity. Like
Yeah.
Star Wars was not made at that time to last 40 years later. You know what I mean? A lot of the stuff was like
Well,
I,
Star
I,
Wars essentially was George Lucas wanted to make a movie of all the things he loves
yes.
and just mush them all together. And that's what it was just an amalgam of his creative vomit
Yeah.
and a bunch of people took the vomit and then they made it into something very presentable and fun.
Take my vomit, make it pretty.
Take my vomit. And then the prequels were just vomit. And but you could see some chunks. Like I like that chunk.
I
That
enjoy the prequels. I
I
enjoy
like
them.
yeah.
One, solid memes. Solid
Oh
meme
yeah.
quality. Like, it's beautiful.
I quote
All the time.
those.
Dude, on my laptop, I have the entire acronym of "You were the chosen one."
Yeah.
It was that you were all of that spiel. I can't do it right now because I don't have it in front of me to guide me.
Yeah.
It's I don't know.
I say send in the droid to Kaz every day of my life.
Yes. I love droid cars.
Send in the
They're
droid to Kaz.
awesome. Those things are awesome. Um, I would like to see more Ewoks
Yeah.
because they're cute.
Jedi Return of the Jedi is my personal favorite, and I
I
love
love
those Ewoks.
Return of the Jedi. Yeah, that is such a good movie. That is my favorite or favorite. Second favorite. Rogue One is my favorite. I love Rogue One. So good.
Yeah.
When does Andor come back? Is it this year or next year? Probably next
But
year.
the way the schedule is, like, they're gonna cram it in at the end of the year, and then there'll be Andor 3, and then
Yeah. Yeah.
next to Babu Frick, season 1.
Oh my God, Babu Frick.
Babu Frick.
Things are so cute. Those things are so cute.
It was great. Like, what was great about this season of Mandalorian was like all the
The
recognizable
little guys.
recognizable aliens. Yeah, the fact that
Yeah.
they brought Babu Fricks. They have,
Yeah.
which I don't know the name of the actual
I don't
alien.
either.
There's the Salacious Crumb aliens, like they were just like hanging out in the tree. But they had so many like Rhodians and the Mon Calamari. Like I love that
Yeah,
that
that
scene
was
in the
cool.
beginning of what was it, episode 5 or no, yeah,
Six.
6, where it was like the
The
corn.
romance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't care, I love her.
I love her. We belong together. No, my
belong together.
friend. No, my friend. You
Oh,
gotta
crap.
go home, buddy. You gotta go home. Or no, she
My-
has to go home. She has to go home. But
Yeah.
I do like that they she let her wait, am I thinking of the right thing? Yes, I am. I have so many shows in my brain right now. Oh, never mind.
Ooh.
I just remembered an episode in Clone Wars where Asajj Ventress,
Yes.
Queen, I love her.
Which is great.
Where she like runs away after like Dooku tries to just decimate the what are they called? Night Sisters?
Yeah, the
Night
Knights.
Sisters?
Yeah.
And she like runs away because she survives, and she ends up kidnapped by these, or like attacked, and she kills this like bounty hunter. And now she takes his spot, and they have to take this girl to this guy who like purchased her as a bride. And the little girl's like, "You don't care about what we're doing. What's gonna happen to us? You just want the money." She's like, "You're right. I don't give a crap. Whatever." But she ends up like letting the girl escape and giving them an empty, or like one of their guys was in the chest or something like that.
Yeah.
Wow, I remember that whole freaking episode. Yeah. So anyway, we need Asajj somewhere, please. Ventress
yeah,
is awesome. I love her.
No, she didn't die in Clone Wars, did she?
No, it's her they don't know what happened to her. I don't think
Now,
canon
I don't
wise
want to
if
just
she's-
like I don't want to. I'm just gonna throw this out there. You think she's gonna show up in Ahsoka?
I have been praying to all the gods of all pantheons in every dimension and trying to bargain with Dormammu, asking for Ventress to show up in Ahsoka. Like, please, just put her somewhere.
Everyone else has showed up.
I don't think she dies though. I don't think she's
It's
dead.
been a while. I might have to. I have to rewatch. It's
It's been a while. Let's see.
been a while.
She is a badass. Oh, she gave her life to prevent Quinlan from being lost to evil. So she died.
But oh yeah,
She-
and that
she
they
became-
count
she-
that as canon because that's Disney was like, yeah, we'll count the Clone Wars. Oh no.
I want her
Well, but-
back.
Hey, if Emperor Palpatine came back,
Somehow Palpatine returned. Somehow.
she's coming back. It's
I hope so. I really like her character is so cool.
Yeah.
It's just awesome. Plus she dual wields two, like it's just so cool.
what I loved about the Clone Wars show is there were so many different like types of like you kind of knew like what type of episode you were in for.
Mhm.
Obviously, you get like a more Jedi focused one.
Yeah.
Like the Clone War, it's like a real the great like the war, like Band of Brothers kind of episode. But then you'd have like oh, Padme's in this one, so it's gonna be a political one. He's like, yes, we are the
Yeah.
banking clan. The banking
Yes.
clan says nay to that. It's like, oh boy.
Yes.
Well, those are my like favorite episodes.
So good. I love it when like Anakin and Padme are like talking to each other on the holo thing, but they're like sneaking from Obi-Wan.
Yeah.
And like he's talking to people.
And Obi-Wan's like, I knew. What are you, crazy? I love that. He's just like, I know what's going on. What are you, nuts?
I'm not dumb. You
Yeah.
suck at hiding it.
Yeah. I got someone on Mandalore that I like.
I know. Satine.
Satine.
Satine. Rest in pepperoni, Satine.
Rest in power.
Rest in power. Ooh. I thought that was like a hashtag for something. I don't
Oh
know.
wait, I shouldn't say. You can't say
No.
anything
No, you
because
can't say
maybe
anything.
it might have been adopted by certain groups that
Yeah, you can't
are
say
not so good.
anything. Do not to speak. Do not to speak. Do not to speak. Oh, why?
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry. My bad. Okay. So do you have any closing thoughts? Any
I think next week I think we should talk about Demon
pop
Slayer.
music? Demon
Yeah,
Slayer,
we
yes. Pop music and song.
I know.
Yeah, let's talk about Demon Slayer. I'll definitely have watched it by then. The two
Maybe we'll
episodes.
do. Yes, yeah. They're probably. I would say the third one will probably be out by then. Maybe we can talk maybe more anime centric.
Yeah.
Maybe
Yeah,
just
we
like
can talk
ones
about
that
the animes. Yeah,
our favorite like anime moments, our
Yeah.
favorite like episodes that just get us pumped up,
Hell yeah.
or just like shows that because recently like I've consumed so many different anime shows. Like I've just so much anime.
I have a
I
next
just like
one for
plowing
you.
through.
I have a next
Yeah.
one for you.
Which one?
Saint Seiya. You haven't seen that
Oh
one,
yeah,
have you?
Saint Seiya. Not all of it. No.
That was my first anime.
Well, I know someone suggested Hell's
It's-
Parade, but
Yes.
I'll put
I
Saint
did.
Seiya.
Saint Seiya.
And that's a wild thing because like that didn't arrive in America really until I was like in middle school. And you said like
Hey,
in Brazil.
I was like 7 watching that. So that was 96.
96, yeah.
So 96? No, 90.
It's just
96,
wild how
yeah.
like obviously based on your country like what things hit at a certain time.
Yeah.
And it's cool that
Like,
like
In the 2000s, right before I moved up here, we had obviously Dragon Ball Z and Cardcaptor, Sakura,
yeah.
and Sailor Moon,
Oh yeah.
and obviously Pokemon.
Yeah.
I'll never forget crying watching the Butterfree episode of Pokemon.
Oh, well yeah, it's so sad.
I
And
still to this day can't watch it. Like we showed the girls the episode, and I'm like, It's just such a sad episode.
You know, people had to, hide their tears when they
Yeah.
watched Pokemon, the first movie, with
Oh,
all their friends. But then, Ash gets turned to stone, and Pikachu just keeps
I,
shocking him,
it's
and you're
so
just like,
sad.
like hiding. So
So sad. So it's heartbreaking. Heartbreaking. It's good stuff. Good stuff. Good stuff. Oh,
all right, my friend.
well, I think we covered all the bases we wanted to cover today. What do you think?
I think so.
It's great. That's great. Well, do you have any final words of advice? Anything?
I'd say watch what you like, listen to what you like. I probably hate what I like too. I don't know.
I probably hate what I like too.
No. I don't know. I'd say just bring back them Ewoks, all right?
Bring back them Ewoks. Hashtag Ewoks, please. That's
Bring back,
awesome.
yeah. Bring back the Gungans. That's all right. Bring them back. Bring them all back.
Bring them all back. All right. Well, thank you guys for hanging out with us for our first talk nerdy to me podcast stream. I have to be very careful and mindful when I say the name of our podcast because I always say dirty instead of nerdy every time. And I have to stop myself. Anyway, thanks for talking nerdy to us. We will see you guys on Monday next week, 8:30 p.m. EST. It's a date. Take care.